This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set, 180. Mike 45. Watch the run, watch the run. Check my touch.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they run it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they say.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Williams. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
180. 58, come on. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now this throw caught left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Williams. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, 33. 58, come on.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Let's go, baby.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit. Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Let him know.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They go play action. Mayfield. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
132 fighter. Crouch. Ran.
Now Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
We own it. We own it.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Taylor. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Trubisky. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on second and 3. Trubisky. And that touchdown, Bears. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I've been telling my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this joint.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
And the Browns first down.
Good. 180. Check. 45.
Mayfield on play action. This is the tight end, Njoku. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Alert, 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 alert. 58. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Now Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Mike. 180. No getting on this defense. No getting. Hurry, hurry. Hey, alert 33. 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over.
A first down throw for Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
The 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
No chance. Check. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's got Burton here. Well, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 14, spill. Check 4, check 4.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 22.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as the Bears push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Quick dash, quick dash. Come, come. Shit. Check. Kings.
And again, it's Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
50. 180. Pistol.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Lamb. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Check. Switch it.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he is out of bounds here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mayfield's going to take it on the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Watch the shot. Real.
On the ground, this is Williams. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Check right.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
Pick it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A toss play to Chubb. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. From the gun, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Check three. Up.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Slam.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Landry. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again on 1st down. Chubb, even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
180. Alert, 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 alert. Check 24, check 24.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
King, king, king. 45 to Mike, 45 Switch. Run.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
45's the mark. Yeah. You don't want that. Hey, alert 33. Kill. Turn up. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike 45. Hey, defense, let's go. Let's go.
4th down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bears, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. What you talking about? Space out your mind.